once again, this has been an amazing couple of days, and I'm not going to summarize, not even going to attempt to summarize. Some of the faces in this room still today have been here every one of the 7 symposia. Some of you are new, and welcome, and I hope you keep coming back. But I was talking with several of the colleagues who've been here from the very beginning, and I share the comments that I've been hearing, which is we're so impressed and so amazed how as Andrew put it this morning, or yesterday morning, not just the quantity of engagement, the number of abstracts submitted, but the quality of those abstracts, and especially now the quality of the presentations. Really, things have moved in a spectacular and very rapid fashion. And that speaks a lot to the effort that all of you have put in, both in submitting those abstracts, preparing presentations, and participating actively in these 2 days. So thank you all for engaging in this way. It's been wonderful. Even though Swetha, Dr. Manahor, is going to do the true vote of thanks, I want to thank her for her very active engagement throughout these symposia and make sure that everyone recognizes how important her role has been. Thank you, Swetha.
So, found this, and I actually put it into my dissertation because I really think it's quite true. Basically that you can't clap with one hand, right? And you can't really have a successful event or a project or anything like that without the help of a lot of people. So I would like to acknowledge all the people that were involved in making the symposium a success. First and foremost, I just want to thank Feed the Future and USAID for sponsoring this event for the past several years. This event actually initially started being supported by the USAID mission under the broader Feed the Future project, and the mission here in Nepal has actually taken it over and supported the symposium over the past few years, and so we're very thankful. We also want to thank the government of Nepal. This time around, unfortunately, she wasn't able to be with us, but Dr. Ushaja was somebody who was very involved with reviewing the program, providing input into the program. So Dr. Ushaja from the NPC, we really appreciate her efforts, but then also all the panelists from the government that participated and were ready to answer some difficult questions. Our vendors, the hotel, who has sort of more or less been with us from the beginning, except maybe the first symposium. JST, Deluxe, Onion Films, Hati made these great lanyards. We tried to go a little bit more paperless this year, and we have Kali CC that made the reusable pens. Onion Films also has been working with us for a long time on videography. JST is new to us, but we've been really happy. And Design Ventures is our printers, and Subisu provided the internet this year. So communication support, a lot of you get emails at different times. Website support is a team from Tufts University, Amy McLean, Ranjita, Shrestha, Elizabeth, or Liz, as we all call her, Marino Costello, and then recently Anne McDonough came on board as well. We had a lot of administrative support behind the scenes from the NIPS team, Steve Leclerc, Keda Karki, and Subarna Khatri. And then we have HKI that supports us in this very quiet but very supportive way, just by way of sharing projectors with us and all kinds of other logistics that we really are thankful for. And then Deb and Chris from JHU, who take care of our finances. So now on to the main show, also, of all the people that sort of framed the program. And this is the steering committee, chaired by, I realize every year I put up just names, and so this year I thought maybe some photos so that you could all recognize the people involved with this effort. It's also a reflection on your online presence, because all of these pictures are taken from Google. and Dr. Amod Podial, for example, from IOM I even asked him for his photo and he didn't want to give it to me. So he's really happy that he doesn't have an online presence, but we really do want to thank them. So there's a whole host of people. Dr. Adhikari was the committee chair. This was the group that was involved with shaping the program and making decisions on session topics as well as workshops. And they come from all our partner organizations that we've, I think, shared with you, but just again, NTAG, NARC, IOM, Tufts University, and Hopkins as well. There was a subcommittee, a scientific committee from the steering committee that took upon themselves to review all the 100 plus something abstracts that came through. We had people who came in at the last minute as well, including Dr. Chandio as well as Laurie Miller. But again, thank you for all your efforts. It takes quite a bit of time to review, and each abstract is reviewed by at least 2 reviewers, if not more, to decide on who's included in the final program. Our operations committee. So this is like really the lifeline of this event, and they're probably supremely important. And so I really want to thank Abhigya Bhattarai, Rajan Chalise, Dheeraj Karki, Priya Shrestha, Preeti Subba, Ashish Lamachane, Ashish Pokral just stepped in today and helped with all the great emceeing, and we're really thankful. Binod Shrestha, who's been, been pulled away from data analysis to help us with a lot of the logistics, and then Shilpa Shrestha as well from NTAG. We also have a whole group of volunteers from NTAG, from CSAN, and also IOM students, and we're really grateful to have them on board because they spend a lot of time, on the registration tables and just taking a lot of care of what goes on in the background. And this is an older picture, but these are the names. I couldn't find, unfortunately, pictures of all of you, but I just really want to thank you for all your efforts. And then a very special thanks to our dear Abhigya Bhattarai. So I found pictures of Abhigya over the years, and this is a number of years that Abhigya has been involved with organizing this symposium. Abhigya's aging gracefully, or not aging at all, maybe. But she's been such a great addition to this team from the very beginning, from her research input, but then also more recently, all her work on the symposium. And Patrick thanked me this year, but I feel like I've done very, very little this year because I had to take a back seat with the dissertation going on. So really thank Abhigya, and we're going to bring her up on stage and give her a big hand as well. Thank you. So we're going to give you flowers. Yes. Yeah. And, last but not least, I really do thank everybody for their participation in the event. Thank you all for just being so engaged and encouraging, and also just very frank sometimes with your feedback, which we appreciate, and we do try our best to incorporate it every year. So thank you again.